Hi, good afternoon, Raul. How are you?
I am fine. Thank you, Federica.
Good to hear. So, we are here today because you have recently hit target on your first Fund Trader Program account, correct?
Yes, that's fine. Yes.
That's good. That's good. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Raul Osoham from Equatorial Guinea, and I'm from an information technology a specialist background, and I have been trading for the past 4 years now,
Okay.
and yes, I have acquired experience on the field. You know.
That's good. That's good. So, 4 year in trading, are you now still trading as a part-time? Is it a second source of income for you?
Yes, actually, I use trading as my second source of income.
Mhm.
I'm full-time employee and
You
I'm doing it as a part-time.
Okay, that's good. And was that the first account you had with us?
The first account that I have with you, I think it was level one.
Okay, okay.
Yes, I started with level one. Actually, I registered on the first account, the one of 15K, the
Mm-hmm.
15K account. Yes, that's the one that I started with.
That's good. And how much are you managing at the moment? 30,000.
Yes, actually, I moved to 30,000 accounts.
That's good.
Yes,
Very good. Very good.
yes.
How fast was
And
it for you? When did you start the
yes,
account?
yeah, actually, the when I started, it takes me for me to hit my target, although it's in 30 days as the maximum, but it took me a week for me to
That's
hit
very
my
good.
target.
That's very impressive.
Yes.
Well done.
And not only that, because the first target is like 1,500,
Mhm.
and actually I took the account to 2,000 something.
Very good. Very good. So you surpassed your
Yeah,
target.
yeah, to pass the target. Yes.
That's good. That's good. A good achievement. Tell us a little bit about the story. 4 years ago, what happened? Why did you decide to start your trading career?
Yes, actually, 4 years ago, I remember being at home. That was exactly when COVID, during the
COVID.
period of COVID. Yes, and I was at home and I have a call because I have heard about forex trading years back, but I was not interested actually. So that very moment, a friend of mine called me, and because he was analyzing the market
Mhm.
that period, and the market was dropping badly. And I remember he called me, and I had to drive down to his house, and I saw what was happening. And then I had an account of 200 euro,
Mm.
and I moved that account from 200 euro to almost 1,000 euro in less than 4 hours because the
Mm.
market was just dropping,
So you
and
started
and
selling.
yes, and then even you have no experience as far as you know what was happening, just putting in a trade, it was given, it was like pain. And I have to say the truth, that very day, moving from 200 to almost 1,000 euro, I lost everything that just very day.
Mm.
Yes. And that's when I noticed, I said, wow, this works. It's not just a magic, but it works.
It does. It
Yes.
does.
So from that experience is when I said, well, I will start going into this, I will take it serious.
That's good. So you started learning about that.
Yes. Then I started going into research, and I read a lot of stories. And what I noticed is that I got to understand that forex is like using the money, and there is a snake behind the door, right? If you are just looking at the money without noticing that there is a snake behind the door, there is a problem. So what I had to do is I had to learn how to how to skip the snake, you
Mm.
know. Yes. So that when I learned, I discovered that almost 90% of people that were talking, they were just presenting it as something easy, but 20% was not saying that you have to undergo on that training. You need training.
Of course.
So I took it seriously. I paid for some trainings. I took remote trainings from people.
Mhm.
I check into materials, so I have a lot of books that I had to read for me
Mm.
to be able to understand really, to get at some look at it and say I come up with a specific strategy.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book is a book that is written by a guy from South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I think the one that there is a book. Let me remember what is the Forex dictionary. It is
I see.
called
I see.
Forex dictionary. So
Diction.
yes, I read Forex dictionary a lot for me
Mm.
to be able to have the basic
Mm.
to understand what trading is all about. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. And tell me something. The strategy that you are using at the moment is the same strategy you started learning 4 years ago, or it changed over the years?
Yes, actually, I have always believed in looking at the candles.
Okay.
I'm believing in empty trading. When I say empty trading, fully price action. Okay, I have maintained that consistency. Why? Because after having that experience during COVID,
Mm-hmm.
I now had another experience that caught my attention. I moved $48
Mm-hmm.
to $4,000.
That's good.
Yes, I moved
Then we are
from
going to talk a little bit
$48.
about the risk management, though, eh?
Yes, I now moved $48 to $4,000 based on price action,
Mm-hmm.
whereby I don't use moving averages. I just look at the market, the dips and the high. So purely that's the strategy that I have been using, price action.
So market structure and price action,
Yeah,
those.
yes, market structure, the swings.
Mm-hmm.
I mark my days. I wait when I see a dip, I see what happened. When there is a top, I see what happened. And also the top-down analysis
Mm-hmm.
from daily coming down. I see all this strategy. So I always this is the strategy that I'm using.
That's good. That's good. And tell me something. What is that you are trading at the moment? Do you have a specific asset that you like to trade, or is just the market in general?
Yes, actually, I love trading gold.
Mm.
That's my yes, gold. I use US 30. I use NAS.
Mm-hmm.
I also use US oil. You know,
Okay.
and also I use GBP, USD, USD ZAR, Euro ZAR.
But that's not
You
with us,
know,
right? That's on
yeah,
your
yeah, no,
personal account.
that's my own personal account. Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And let's talk a little bit about risk management. How do you control the risk on your account?
Yes, I think that is when I move into when I met Audacity, I think that's when I discover my weak points. And
Mm,
that's yeah, I discover I had two weak points, um, psychology
mm,
and also risk management.
of course.
That's why you see when I move account from $48 to $4,000, I was happy. But I noticed that in terms of risks, I'm not that good.
Ah,
I take a lot of risks
mm.
when I trade.
That's why
Yes.
earlier I
So
told you we need to speak a little bit about risk.
yes, yes. I took a lot of risks. I'm somebody that when it comes to risks, I don't take it personal. I don't,
Mm.
I take risks. When I say take, I take. You know, I focus more on what I will gain.
Mm-hmm. And
you
not
know,
on what you
and
would.
that Yes, and that has been a handicap on my
Mm,
on my trading experience.
I
When
see.
I met Audacity, and now I discover that the discipline in risk management is very, very important.
That's good. Glad we helped
And
you in that.
yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
something. Apart from your personal account and this account you have with us, you mentioned was the first account with us. Did you have any other experience, perhaps with other companies on third-party capital?
Actually, I have met some, not
Mm-hmm.
that I have used their services, but are the kind of person that I read. I
Mm.
make sure I got the details, but I have not tried with them because based on what I was seeing, the different rules, the policies in place. I think when I read about Audacity, something caught my attention, which is yes, it's what makes me to join because I wasn't seeing that on other prop firm.
That's interesting. Why did you choose us? Now I'm interested.
Yes, I choose us because of the time frame, you
Mm,
know,
there
giving
was no
me an
hurry.
account and said yes, that mainly that point is very important because we are traders, if you put a certain target,
Hmm.
that makes someone to be nervous. If I have like 7 days to complete a task, it's not the same like having 30 days,
Of course,
right?
of course.
So 30 days, I have more time. I can take my time. I can look at things properly. I can take accurate decisions. But most of the ones that I was seeing that they will give you a limited time where you have to hit your target. So,
Oh,
but with Audacity, it was very different because I look at the time frame I have 30 days for me to complete, to hit my targets. And that's something that,
technically, 30
wonderful.
days to get the higher percentage rate in your
Yes, to
profit.
get the
Because
highest.
otherwise,
Yes,
you have technically like there's no time frame. You can take your own time. But yes, if you do it within 30
yeah,
days, you get access to a
e-
higher percentage rate.
exactly, exactly. And these are the things that matters, right? These are the things that I look, these are the things that I analyze to make sure, I go to the right place.
That's good. How is it going now on your new account?
Yeah, since I'm working and also I'm trading,
Mhm.
well, what I do when I have a lot to do on my job, I stop. Instead
Okay,
of taking the wrong decisions,
that's
I
good.
stop. And when the time is good, I get back into trading.
That's actually very good, very wise. Well done. And how
Yeah.
do you actually manage your time, being like, full-time employed in your, main job and then trading? How do you, how can I say, right, first of all, how do you define yourself as a intraday trader or a swing trader? On average, how long do you hold positions for?
Yeah, actually, I hold position for the whole day. I trade from the daily time frame.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is I use the New York time, the New York time because I'm in a country. I'm in Central Africa,
Mm-hmm.
and we have different time frame. We have six
Sure.
hours,
Sure.
different. So actually, what I do is during the day I'm working, and what I do is after work, around by time 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
is when I start looking at the market. I
Mm,
will look at the market following the New York time. I will follow the market until the market opens from 12
mm.
to the next day. So I wait for the first 3 hours when the market has moved. So I mark from 3 hours from when the market opened. The fourth hour is when I start analyzing. And then I will enter my trade and I will come to the office. My trade will be running.
Of course,
Okay.
yeah.
So what I'm doing is while I'm working, I'm just controlling, I'm
Just
making sure the
monitoring.
market, yeah, because by that time, the market has already made the first move. By that time, I already know where the market is going to go that day.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I have the New York time, I analyze if we're going to go down, we go up first. This kind of trick, I look at them. And then when we get to London session, I start watching
Mm-hmm.
because, well, yeah, when we get into London session and then when we get into the New York session as well, market will keep moving, but then we start calculating it to start coming down, right? So I would start closing my account on my time around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I'm out. So what I'm saying is, during my work period, I just look at my trade where it's going to make sure it's going on the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do anything. So I put my trade from home. In my office, I control my trade.
Mm-hmm.
And when I close office, I close my trade when I get back home.
Fair enough. Seems like you have everything under control. But tell me something. You mentioned you had a little bit of issues with both risk management and psychology. Now you say that with your risk management, you found, your own way and your own style of managing risk. What about psychology? How's it going with that?
Yeah, I think the psychology thing is something that I have to tell you. It's follow the background you come from,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And my experience is when I look, I have talked to different traders from different countries. You know, in Africa, in most parts of Africa, when it comes to psychology, the
Mm-hmm.
unseen part is something that we don't pay attention. You get it? So you will see somebody, it's like if I said something to you, it may hurt you. I may not feel it that way, based on where you're coming from, all these things. So psychologically, uh, I have not yet get to that point where I have to understand
Mm.
that, hey, wake up. You get it? It's like the more risks I take, the more I feel like better, which is wrong, right?
I
It has to be
see.
the other way around. That is, it's becoming like do I really know the value of money? That this is
Mm.
money.
Of
You
course,
get it?
of course.
But I still see, yes, I still see it like it's something more, which I
Mm.
have to be conscious. I know that. Be careful. This is money and it's real.
Yeah.
You know. So, but as time passes, I'm now coming to take control over that
Mm-hmm.
and to work on my
Slowly, slowly.
psychology slowly and say and another thing and say, hey Raul, you cannot fold the basket in just a day.
Of
You
course.
know, what is important is for you to take every day a dot.
A
Take
little.
a dot. Yeah, take a dot.
That's good. So, Raul, how was your experience with us so far?
I think with Audacity the experience has been good. When I hit my first target, all what they have said is what they have done. I was paid on time. I didn't have any problem with my payment. So
That's good.
I just smile. I'm happy.
Of
I
course.
feel
Of
comfortable.
course. Good,
Yes.
good. So I wish you, and we wish you from the company the best of luck on your new account. And I hope to see you soon again on my payment sheet, okay?
Yes, definitely you will do. I think forex trading is something that in our zone in Africa people are still yet to discover.
I
And I believe that there will be a very large people that will get involved into this when they discover it because it's real. It's real. And when you meet a firm like Audacity, where they make things possible and they give us this advantage for us to be able to achieve our dreams, you know, and these are things that people are looking for. And believe me that and these opportunities are opportunities that can change people's life, can make the difference.
100%. I agree.
I have
Thank
a,
you
I
for
have
mentioning that.
it makes a difference, and that's it. So I can say I'm very comfortable. I'm in the right place, and I will not stop. You will always see me on the page
Thank you
until it's
very
not.
much. Thank you
Yes.
very much, Rahul. Thank you also for sharing your experience with us. I'm sure other traders will feel inspired by your word and by your experience. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Wish you the best of luck, and maybe we can catch up again once you have hit
Yes.
more targets, okay?
Yes. Thank
So
you
we
so
can see
much
how
for
the
this
journey goes.
opportunity. Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And for other traders, I will tell them this is the place, this is the opportunity. Let us make the difference.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you very much. Have a
Yeah.
good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.